Hey Slush, Beer Full of Belly here. I just kind of find it a little easier to respond to people's questions by just uploading a YouTube video rather than trying to explain through messages. So this will be a video response to you. I'm not sure what you mean exactly by slash canceling practice. I'm not sure the technique that you're using. If you're using a jump and down technique. This is the two-handed technique where you're using both thumbs to slash cancel down and B, or if you're using a one-handed technique where you are pressing the slash button B and down at the same time with one hand. So when it comes to slash canceling with two thumbs, I can't really offer any advice for that. I did not learn this when I started running Ninja Gaiden. When I started speedrunning Ninja Gaiden, I immediately started learning the one-handed technique. And if you've seen Arcus's videos, I'm sure that you know the one-handed technique where you press down and B with one hand and use, your middle finger to jump. There are a few things I can give as advice for this technique. There are a few runners, Arcus, namely, he will, set the controller down between his legs on his chair. If you've seen this tutorial, you've probably seen him do that. There's another old school runner, Dexter. He will actually sit on the ground cross-legged and put the controller on the floor and mash. For me, I've always used my knee to put the controller on and mash, and I kind of regret learning it this way, actually, because if you set the controller on a more stable surface, you seem to get a better mash, like Dexter and Arcus. On the knee, I kind of feel like it flops around a little bit. I'm not getting a whole lot of stability. I've seen other people, they'll use like a book, they'll put it down on some sort of hard surface to get a lot more stability when they mash. Let me get the camera here. I just never learned it that way, and I probably won't learn it that way. I'm just so accustomed to placing it on my knee and doing it like that. The other thing that I can offer when doing this technique is it's kind of weird. You don't want to consciously press down and B. You kind of want to stiffen the muscles in your arm and just kind of spastically vibrate your arm, and you'll get more control doing it that way as time goes on in practice. But you kind of just want to really stiffen the muscles and just vibrate as hard as you can. I really need to practice my mash again. But that would be the next point, is practice. It just takes a lot of practice. So that could mean just sitting here on stage 1-1 in the beginning and just, really practicing vibrating your arm, keeping your fingers stiff, and just slash canceling to your heart's content. The next piece of advice that I could offer is really going out and getting legitimate hardware, and that doesn't just mean a Nintendo and a Nintendo controller, but actually getting an actual CRT television, an old one. As you can see here, I'll put the video. I have an old Sony Trinitron television that I use hooked up to my Nintendo, and that's going to reduce a lot of lag from your controller to the Nintendo. So you're going to reduce the lag that you see from your controller to Ryu on the screen. It's virtually zero lag. So if you use something like original Nintendo, original controller, but you're using an HDMI television, you're still going to see a lot of lag, and I'm not sure why that is, but a lot of the newer TVs, you're still going to see a lot of input lag. So you're not going to get a lot of the precise movements, a lot of the precise button presses that you would if you're using an original Nintendo and a CRT television. And so that would be that will really take your game to the next level, honestly. Getting an old CRT and an original Nintendo, you can see I use a power pack. Power pack is also a very good tool if you're looking to practice. You can use save states, and you can actually practice on a real Nintendo using the power pack. And if you're looking to get some really low times, sub 1230, sub 1220, if you're gonna go for sub 12, you're definitely gonna want to get all the original gear, CRT television. You're gonna want to get something to practice on, in the way of a power pack, something that you can load the ROM of Ninja Gaiden onto and use save states in the slots here. And that'll really be the best tool you can use. That'll be about it. If you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up. Good luck. I'll see you. Thanks.